Testi, test, 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 test.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Yes, here we are. Good evening, viewers. Yeah, let me know first of all if the sound is okay, because I have a laptop that's about to take off, and also a fan pointed at me. As my Dutch friends will know, it's pretty hot in the Netherlands right now. So yeah, let me also turn this off so that won't interfere with us. So yeah, we have a nice little fun event tonight. 2 hours at Kyalami, both teams and sim drivers. So we have a couple of teams out there looking at the case of Samijn, who's racing in the FNS racing, so that's father and son racing, I'm assuming. He's racing along with his dad, Jean-Paul Samijn, of course. DC-SimRacer viewers will absolutely know who that is, because he's done a lot of commentary, and hopefully will still do a lot of commentary for us in the future. So yeah, let's look at the qualifying as it has just begun. Let's see what is going to happen here. No time set yet. So just looking at Nico's the Deugd, the Dutch endurance team. Dutch endurance team has a couple of entries tonight. I think they're all single. Yeah, they're all single entries. So with Leon Wessels, Nico's the Deugd. So looking at the Nick. Welcome, guys. Yeah, in terms of the teams, I see SpaceX Esports, Kyalami, Aldo Toro. I did have to check if these guys all made it, because of course, as it goes, not everyone signs out. Just check really quick to see which teams we have. We have Garage 59 is the official name of the team, so to speak. So that's Wolfstone Scheffer and Jan Koorts together in one car. Oh yeah, here's Mario Kyalami and Tolo, as I just said. They currently have the quickest time, 1:41.085. So that's a nice way to start this session for them. Also, Assetto and Dario Arezzo, TWRT, the standard cars, which is well, a good choice. I always say, why would you change something that's already good? And the standard teams and deliveries, of course, look excellent, so I would choose those. Yeah, again, let me know if the sound is okay, and yeah, let me know if you're out there. It's always fun to have people in chat. I'm doing solo commentary tonight, so yeah, all the interaction, of course, is always welcome. Noah Lincoln, some Couch, some Kuiper car. Sport is another team. We also have Robert Wilson, partnered with Gary Lynch's tonight, PSA. And one more team is Maximo Momaki and Matthias Beramat. Century Motorsport. Join forces tonight. So yeah, interesting concept where we have both teams and of course just solo drivers tonight. So it's really up to the drivers to choose whichever way they were comfortable with to race tonight. Of course, it's just 2 hours, but yeah, that, for some people that's just a bit too much. And of course, it is very tiring. That's 2 hours still is tiring for everyone. So. Back at the qualifying as it goes, Christophe Samijn now has a time of 1:45.95. It's very decent. Let's look at one else just behind him. Well, Dello. Intercat, how's it going? Your sound can be a tiny bit louder. Let me see if I can get that to work with my microphone. It's a bit further away from me, so I can probably make a couple of adjustments. Yeah, let me know if this is any better, Tim. You can hear me better this way. Of course, I'm a really soft-spoken guy. There you go. Yeah, back to qualifying. Menno van der Molen now going to the second position. Just not too far behind Christoph Schmeicher. So is Mirza. I'm gonna have to read that back. Mirza Kanov. Back over the line with an improvement of 2 tenths. Still, so he remained in the same position for now. Voice sound, I mean, or lower the sound of the track. Yeah. Well, I already upped my sound, so step 2 would be to lower the sound of the track. Okay, a bit better. Well, let me put the track sound, of course, professional as we are with DC-SimRacing, we do that on the fly. So let me turn down the sound a bit more of the track, and then just turn myself up a bit more, and then hopefully that's going to be better. Tim, let me know. And yeah, good to see you, Tim. Not racing tonight, I think. I haven't seen you in the team, but yeah, always good to have you with us. Let's see who's on an improvement right now. I see Sorokin is currently in P10. He's working on an improvement of 2 tenths right now. Tim lets me know that the sound is perfect. So yeah, well, that is perfect. I literally can't make it better than this. So thanks for broadcasting. Yeah, no problem. These are always fun events. Nice big grid, 23 cars. Of course, we had. Yeah, I said 23. It's actually 27 right now. With 29 sign-ups. Of course, we're always going to have a couple of people that can't make it. Well, that's unfortunate, but still 27 cars. Pretty happy with that. Yes, we see that Sorokin wasn't able to improve on his lap. I assume so, because he's still in P10. He's back in the pit now. Let's look at Zaitsev. He's on a slight improvement, 1/10. So if he can keep this up, he still won't improve on his position. But yeah, who knows where he can still find some time. Maybe he made a massive mistake in the last corner on his previous lap. Yeah, as I see that he's now on almost 2 tenths, still not a position, but it will be an improvement in his lap time. So yeah, now he's 4 tenths behind Christoph Samijn. Ooh, another big improvement by Ilya Ator. He's actually on. Yeah, this of course he just started his lap, but still he's on a 4/10 improvement, so could be a big improvement to see if he can keep this up. Tim says no racing, bit of a very extreme period at work, which causes that I don't enjoy racing as much as I used to do. But we'll get back for sure. Yeah, sounds good, and it sounds familiar. That's yeah, if it's hectic at work, then I personally can't be bothered to get in the rig after work, but yeah, this is well, doing broadcasting is a bit of relaxation as well for me, believe it or not. So glad I can still do this. Hopefully, yeah, to your enjoyment as well. Lots of nice liveries out there tonight. We'll have a look at those, and as I see that Ator is actually on 6/10 improvements as he's about to end this lap. So 6/10, that could mean at least 2 or 3 places he could jump here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so that's 3 places up to the 9th position now. And that's a very nice lap. Let's see, Joey Tyson's of course a very familiar name with DC-SimRacing. See, unfortunately, that his livery hasn't loaded up correctly. Was working on an improvement. Yeah, I still got 1/10, but his X wasn't perfect there on towards Cheetah. Unless he made a big mistake last time around for the last lap. Yeah, he's on 110 now, so no positional gain here probably, but improves ever so slightly on his lap time. Let's see Patrick Bijsters. 8/10. I'm not sure if he has had a... Well, it looks like... I know that Patrick is a lot quicker than he's shown so far. So this seems to be his first proper lap. His team says, happy to watch the race though. Very nice and very close quali so far. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Top 10 or top 5, I should probably say, is really closely bunched up together. And of course, Menno just ever so a 17,000th, I think it is. He's from Christoph Samijn. So yeah, very close. And there's Patrick Bijsters up to the 22nd position. Just a little over a minute here. In terms of qualifying, or let's say 2 minutes, because the people that are on their final lap, of course, get to end that lap. So there's 1 minute and 30 seconds now to start that final lap, the final flying lap. Let's see. Bertolo. The smallest of improvements he's working on, but yeah, as Tim says, it's very close, especially in the top 5. As it stands, he won't take the second time with his current improvement, but ooh, that's really far over the edge there, but like to see that. And yeah, that looks good. Could be second place here. Ooh, it's not. Wow, so close. That's really close together, the top 3 here. You can see. Thor back at in again. Almost 3/10. So that could also mean a couple of positions here. Could be onto the 7th position if you can keep this up. Just 20 seconds left. Around 20 seconds, I should say. So he is Thor can do another attempt here. He jumps 1 position already to 9, but he does not go for that final try. So that's it for Ator this qualifying session. Let's look at Mirza Kamel. 2/10. See if I can. No, looks like I can show you the improvement he's on right now, but let me tell you, 2/10. Lap just started, so let's see what remains of that at the end of the lap. And let's search for someone who's a bit further up. Bertolo. Not on an improvement right now, but it's so close in this final lap. Yeah, he's making a big gap. This could be pole. Ooh, it's not pole, but it's... Oh, wow, look at that. That's incredibly close. Mirza Kamel then. Or is there still someone? Yes, who's driving in front of him. Currently in 21st position. He's on a tiny... Yeah, he's not even on an improvement right now, because made a little mistake there. So, yeah. Don't think he's gonna make it, but... there you go. Let's go back to Mirza Kamel, because he's definitely going to have a small improvement here. P4, so from P6 to P4. Yes, well, that's just a really quick break for me, and we'll be back at the race start. Yes, and we are back. Let me just reset the session real quick as we're on the starting grid. Still 3 minutes to go, so no rush. As we see Apron in the chat saying good luck to everybody competing. And Tim says insane top 3. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So Christoph Samijn and Kyalami now haven't taken over the wheel. So they are in P2, and actually one of the team entries. Of course, also Christoph Samijn is, as I said, with father and son racing. So he's racing with his dad, Jean-Paul Samijn. DC, one of the DC-SimRacing stalwarts, so to speak. So good to see him on track. And of course, yeah, there's P2. So Curatolo did that excellent qualifying. So close to Christoph Samijn with the time, and just behind there was Menno van der Molen, who's the first or the quickest car racing solo tonight. So, as you hear my water bottle, because again it's really hot here in the Netherlands, so you're going to hear that a couple of times during this broadcast, so don't mind me. And I picked the absolute loudest water bottle that was available to me, so we're definitely going to hear that. Yeah, let's go through the top 5 at least, or maybe top 10 even, because these guys were really quick. Mirza Kanov, P4, followed by Sorokin, Timo Appel, and behind that, let me just take a Haley cam, because we can see a bit more. Zaitsev is P7, and then we have our own Joe Tysons in P8. Oh yeah, Ator we've seen a couple of times. A couple of times in the qualifying. So he ended up in P9, and then we have another team entry by Theo Frida and Arezzo. So yeah, I'll definitely be trying to give you all plenty of time throughout the race. So yeah, we still have a minute, and then of course we have the warm-up lap. So let's just continue to go through the grid. Of course, the Régie, and I'm going to assume that that's the correct way to pronounce it, or maybe because in Dutch you would say de Regiebus, but I'm going to assume this is not a Dutch name, so please let me know if you're there. Glenn Smith is in P12, Nick Bruinings in P13, Rosami is P14, Lucas de Deugd P15, and then Leon Wessel. So that's the all those are the Dutch endurance team, really close together there. So definitely a good team I say. Stefan Holtz is P17, David de Smet we have on P18. Then we have another team entry with Jostein Scheffer currently at the wheel, but his teammate is Yannick Koerts, who's going to take over at some point during the race. Of course, we don't have a stint limiter, because that would not make sense with so many solo entries. We have Johan Cambrai in P20, Stitchbury is in P21, and another team entry here for Langton and Kuiper. Starting from the pit lane, actually. And Patrick Bijsters put up in P23 during the qualifying. Also have this Matthias D'Angela, followed by the another team entry of Montmarti and Ben Ahmed. Albert Rosse currently driving for Team PSR, who will be taken over by J.W. Lentjes at some point in the race. And last but not least is Valentin Legros. And I think Valentin is, yeah, one of the guys that was able to join us at the last minute. So good to see that he made it. Let's look at the front of the grid. Let's see how these first laps are going to pan out. And yeah, let's see how the pit stops go, and of course what kind of factor the driver swaps are going to be. Tim says Good luck, Daniel. Dankjewel, Tim. Well, I'm not going to need that much luck, I would say. But yeah, let's hope that everything will keep working tonight. And of course, tonight we won't have live stewarding. So any reports will have to be done after the race. As the drivers now line up double file. That means just a couple of corners left before we get going. Don't underestimate commentary. It's hard to do for 2 hours. Yeah, I know, Tim. It's also hard to do for 9 hours and 10 hours, I've noticed. But yeah, it's definitely a challenge at times to keep talking. But yeah, there it is. Just have to keep talking. And of course, dual commentary is always a bit easier in that regard, but yeah, it's fun enough. And speaking of fun, we're entering the final. Well, we already had the final turn here. So Christophe Samijn onto the start-finish line here, and there we go with green, and the field is underway. So let's keep track of this here. Christophe Samijn has an excellent start. And you see Menno van der Molen is on the inside there. That's a good start if he can keep that up. Yes, he's up to second position, so excellent start there by Menno. Saitsev, let's look if the... Ooh, there's a touch there. I think Sorokin is the car that... Is that the Lambo there? I think that's Joey Tyson's getting hit. Is that correct? It is a black DC-SimRacing car. So yeah, unfortunately a bit of trouble here. Christophe Samijn made it through okay. Menno van der Molen now second, followed by Zaitsev, and Kuratolo wasn't able to keep up, or yeah, I should say keep hold on his third position. So he's back to fourth now. And let's see how fared here, because Alvio de Resibus, who's Italian, apparently, so I'm absolutely confused. Or maybe the team is Italian. Absolutely confused on how to pronounce your name, mate, but I'll do the best I can. I won't call you the Regibus. He made up 6 positions from the start, so he started in 11th position, and yeah, very nice start. Of course, also Gio Frida also made up 4 positions. Of course, there was a bit of a mess for, yeah, that was Joey Tyson's, as I said, who dropped down to 13 positions. And Sorokin was indeed involved. I think he was the one that either got pushed around or pushed someone else around. Let me see if I have a replay. That doesn't always work too well, unfortunately. But let's see if I can... Ator is coming in. Of course, we saw him starting from the 9th position, so he's already in. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to try a replay here. Yeah, so this is a start. Not sure if this is the absolute mayhem that we saw. There is a bit of contact there. Lots of contact, actually. That was not the big incident that we saw. This is probably the one where Joey Tysons was involved. Of course, in front of that. Gonna have to look up who that is. But yeah, here we see Joey Tysons just getting in trouble between a couple of guys. I have to see. I think it was Kuratolo who got pushed around. Again in the replay here. Yeah, so Curatolo got pushed around by... that must have been the 88 car of Sorokin. So, yeah, that's that for the start. So, let's get back to where the closest action is. Oh, Jochen Cambrai. Bit of a yellow flag there. So he had a bad exit there. 15 seconds replay. Ooh, Jochen loses it there. But yeah, he's able to somewhat keep it out of the wall. So he's able to get going again. And of course it's a long race. Still just 5 minutes we had right now. Not even 5 minutes. So still plenty of time to get things done this race. And Tim says, that's why you're a DC legend. You can do it for hours. Yeah, well, thank you. Let's see. Vessels also had a small spin there, I think. 15-second replay. Yeah, just too much onto that curb there and loses it. Back into the gravel there. So, he's back on their way in P21. And nice to see that no one has given up so far. Even Sorokin, who was in the final position just now after his trouble at the start. He's back on the way. Ator, who had to come in straight away, he's back on the way. I think, I'm not sure. Usually it's Menno who can tell me this sort of thing at the final moment, but I'm definitely professional. I'm going to look it up on the fly. Yeah, we have a 30-minute pit window. So, yeah, it's going to be essential that these guys are going to wait, well, for the next 50 minutes. And, of course, the pit stops we're doing now, even if they're essential, they're not counting towards the, well, the pit window. So, these won't be legit stops, but of course, yeah, with so much race left to go, so much racing left to go, yeah, it's you can't go with too much damage for 2 hours. Of course, you're gonna lose way too much time. So, and April says, I'm greatly enjoying this, watching my teammate drive and having your commentary. Absolutely great. Well, thank you, mate. That's very good to hear. Let me know who your teammate is, because I'm. Yeah, of course, I know we have a couple of teams. Let me know which car you guys are driving. So we can have a look at how your teammate is doing on track. Just looking at the names, if I can sort of get it from your nickname on YouTube. But, nothing looks like... oh yeah, Kuiper. Oh, okay, nice. P22, yes. Sander Kuiper. There you go. So, yeah, Sander. Well on the way, looking at the gap. He's on 4 seconds now to Vessels. But I think he has quite a gap to Rosser, who's probably almost a lap behind, by the looks of it. So, it's just thinking that he maybe had a little moment there, but it doesn't look too bad. And Brosamo just saw a yellow flag there, and I think he probably, ooh, yeah, probably went off at Cheetah there. So has to be the old turnaround. Again, underway, still plenty of racing to go. So even if it's just 2 hours of track practice, you can still have fun, of course. But that's the DC-SimRacing spirit, I would say. Just go on. Let's look at this. Patrick Bijsters and D'Angela, who are fighting on track. Patrick Bijsters so far getting the best of that battle. Yeah, I see my microphone is bleeping a bit, so I hope you don't get too much background noise of all the stuff going on in my room. Like water bottles and fans and overheating laptops. But, yeah, let's try to make the best of that. Let's see, where's the close action on track? Really over by the looks of it. There she boosts. Within half a second of Zachev. This is a small little train behind Giuffrida in P6. Apple just half a second of Mirza Kanov, who's another half a second behind Giuffrida. To ride on with him for a while. Back to the Deugd, battling with Joey Tysons, and he loses it there. Bit of a auto cam madness going on there, so we're gonna have to look at the replay here. Joey Tyson's, of course, heavily damaged from his earlier contacts, but he's trying to go through the field. That was the first contact. I think that's probably the only contact, hopefully. But yeah, the Deugd is now already 2 places behind him. Also, Jochen Cambrai has already been overtaken. Oh, we see the Deugd spinning around there. Really bad luck. But yeah, again, gets it on the way. Let's look at Curatolo. Still not too far behind Menno van der Molen. Christophe Semijn really slowly pulling away from Menno van der Molen. Now 3.5 seconds, but just a bit over 10 minutes done in the race. Let's look at another train going on there on track. We have Legeros followed by Stitchberry, followed by D'Angela, who's followed by Joey Tysons. And let's look on the inside of the car with Joey Tysons, because it looks like he's going through the field like a knife through butter. So he's currently making his move on D'Angela. That car is really beaten up. Joey Tysons gets the job done here, and is now in pursuit of Stitchberry. And again, back to the other little train we have on track here. Giuffrida followed by followed really closely by Apple, and Mirza Kanov behind there. And not too far behind them it's Bruinings following them. This is what Nick is seeing from his car. Tangella has just been overtaken by Cambrai, I think. Oh yeah, Tangella actually had a moment there and went off track. So Cambrai is able to take advantage of that. Let's see how Kuiper is doing. Now in the 21st position. Just behind the Deugd. Of course we saw the Deugd spinning a lap ago. But it's Wessel. Yeah, Wessel taking advantage of that. Deugd still in 20th position. Oh. Nice going wide there. The Smet also not too far behind Kuiper now. So yeah, it's always good to see during the longer races that there's just these small trains, as I always call them, that are forming, as we see that Wessels has been able to make a move on the Deugd, on the straight. So he's now leading that little pack. Kuiper is also probably going to have a look at the Deugd real soon. Goes a bit wide here. Or is he? Maybe that was part of the plan, I don't know. Keep an eye out on this battle, but I want to jump over to Curatolo because he's so close to Menno van der Molen now. Just 2 tenths. So Menno absolutely feeling pressure here. Yellow flag here, Wessels. Nope, it's the Deugd. Ooh, yeah, Leon Wessels. Quick replay. Is that another victim of Cheetah? Yes, it is. Loses it here. Ooh, and into the wall. Yikes. So just saw him do that excellent overtake, and then, yeah, Cheetah is really unforgiving. Curatolo, in the meanwhile, was side by side with Menno. And yeah, crosses back here. Let's see how this goes. Wants to form up again behind Menno van der Molen. And Menno really being forced to go on the defensive here. Nice racing this. Really good to see. I would not expect these guys to fall trap to Cheetah. Not to take a jab at the Deugd, but yeah, it's a tricky corner, that Cheetah, and I'm absolutely one of the people that gets it wrong every now and then. It's so difficult to get the timing there, get the timing right there. Because if you're a bit too early, you're going to be sent into outer space. Curatolo so far still behind Menno. Gives us a moment to jump to Patrick Bijsters, who's now up to P13 and taking a look at Jostein Scheffer. And yeah, actually passes Jostein Scheffer. But yeah, I was gonna say it's not over yet, but this is absolutely has the momentum. And yeah, that confirms my suspicion that Patrick was just having a bad qualifying, because he's already somewhere around the position I would expect him to be. Qualified in P22, and I think he's a bit quicker with the field that we're seeing tonight. So now back up to P12. Let's go back to this little back here. Timo Oppel still leading it. Oh, and Ator is back in the pit again. Hope he's not giving up here. Ross is within half a second of Sorokin. Sorokin, of course, really had a good qualifying position, P5, but all the way back to P25 now. So he'll be definitely hoping to make up a couple positions again, but he's so far behind. Yeah, full lap I think it is. By the way, yeah, Ross is actually 4 laps behind, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he's really racing for the fun of it. Oh, what's this? Oh, Corratolo's in the pit. It doesn't have to mean anything, but it is a bit early. It's definitely outside of the pit window, so it's not good enough for the official pit stop, so to speak. But yeah, it was really close to Menno for the longest time, so let's keep an eye on that, how that develops. Back to this little train. Corsa Apple now back in, or back, I should say, promoted to P5, since Curatolo has dropped back now after his pit stop. He is out of the pit again. So yeah, not sure what went on there. Did not make a driver swap. Of course, again, we are not in the pit window, so also Holt's coming in. So lots of early pit stops here. One back to P21. And we're looking at Vessels, who's in turn looking at Kuiper. Definitely. Ooh! Is that a bit of a dive bomb there? But well, if you're quicker, you're quicker. But it's not over yet. Kuiper is fighting back here. But Vessels does have the better line there. Also able to pick up that. I think he had a small moment there, but he was able to get the grip back. So that's the position for him. But this battle is probably not over yet. Joey Tysons and Stitchbury battling it out. Joey Tyson's way wide there, picking up a bit of gravel. Tyson's brakes late. Not giving up on this. And here I'm looking at Holtz, who still is in the pit. I'm not sure going on there. Let's go back to Joey Tysons. Jump on the bonnet here for a second. We'll have a good look at this fight. Stitchberry doesn't have the best exit there, but yeah, that's also racing, just being able to sort of let the car behind you, as long as you can make sure that he can accelerate like he usually would, then yeah, you're definitely winning the battles. But that's just good racing as I see it by Stitchberry. But yeah, lots of pressure on him. He really finds the edges there in behind Cheetah. I see Apple. It looks like he made a mistake at some point, because Mirza Kanov and Gil Frida are now in front of him. Let's see if I can, if there's been contact. It doesn't have to be, of course, but never know. No, it doesn't look like it. So that must have been a one-sided little moment there for Apple. He's now in P7. But still in his little pack. And let's look at Smith, who's following Bruinings real close, and yeah, real close. By real close, I mean that he's actually overtaking now, and yeah, he's able to make that move stick there. So nice job there. Tyson's finally making his move on Stitchberry. But Stitchberry not giving up. Absolutely not giving up. But neither is Joey Tyson, so nice battle here. And it's still not over. Of course, these two cars have entirely different characteristics, so that really works in enhancing this battle, I would say. Let's just hope it remains clean. But Stitchberry won so far. Winning here we have Lucas de Deugd, who just made an overtake on Ben Ahmed. Just a little replay here. Oh, that's looks like a really late move, but then again, Ben Ahmed could also have been braking fairly early there. Whatever it was, the speed difference between the two was pretty big. Let's keep it at that. Back to Joey Tyson, so we see him moving up to Stitchberry again. Back to Mirza Kanov and this little pack behind him. Gil Frida and Apple. But, still looking, taking a look at Joey Tyson's. who's just so close to Stitchberry. So this battle just keeps on giving on the outside now. Then he crossed back here. I think the Porsche has a bit of an advantage here, but Joey definitely fighting really hard here. I think the Porsche really has the advantage there on straight, so all Joey can do is really take advantage in the corners. But if Stitchberry is able to sort of catch him in the corners, then he won't be able to take advantage there. So well played by Stitchberry so far. Ooh, oh, that's a touch there. Oh no, Stitchberry got a little bump there from Joey Tysons, and yeah, that's unfortunate. Always unfortunate to see battles like that end up that way. But, well, it's Joey Tysons up to P13 there. Frida not really pulling away from Alcohol yet, although yeah, the pack has ever so slightly, well, let's say yeah, the gap has been getting a bit bigger. Let's look at Valentin Negros, who's just behind Jostein Scheffer. Oh, and that's Cambrai. Oh yeah, here small off there, but back on his way. So let's concentrate on Valentin Negros and Jostein Scheffer. As I now see that Stitchberry, has he lost another place here? Oh yeah, he was on the in the gravel there. So that's Johan Cambrai coming past him. Back to Negros. Or I should probably say Legros, because of course you guys are French, so I would assume that that is the correct way to pronounce your name. Whatever it is, within half a second of Jostein Scheffer, so definitely staying with Valentin for this moment. I was thinking that was good defending by Jostein Scheffer, and maybe it was, but it did seem like he went a bit wide there. Definitely two different lines there for that corner. Oh, the goal goes a bit wide there. So he's going to have to build it all back up again. Let's look at Rosamla for a second. Within half a second of the Schmidt. Can you make his move here? There you go. Quite a bit quicker. Yeah, and we saw this guy in the pit. These guys were in the pit for a pretty long time, I think it was. Yeah, outside of the pit window, so this is not counting towards their official stop, but must have had some issue one way or the other. And I see, oh yeah, Outdoor in the Discord saying on public service they drive more carefully, made a mess right away, Siri reacts to yellow flags. Complete lack of understanding of the position of the car on the track. I'm horrified by this. Here it was necessary to do a restart. Well, yeah, first of all, people don't suddenly stop making mistakes because this is not a public lobby. That's a very common myth, but people still make the same mistakes they do in public lobbies. The difference is that we can hold people accountable here and yeah, just use the system that we have to make reports, and that's what it's for. So we can give out penalties that way. Of course, it's a fun event, so we don't have live stewarding, but yeah, to make the claim that public lobbies are better or worse than what we're doing here tonight, yeah, it's just a totally different ball game. So if you enjoy public lobbies, then by all means go ahead to public lobbies, but yeah, we have a different goal here tonight, which is just to have fun, and if people make mistakes, of course, feel very free. In fact, I would encourage you to fill in a report, and we can have a look at it, but yeah, there's unfortunately the level is what it is, as we're looking at Brosamle. Totally not related to what I was saying, but he had a spin there, was able to pick it up, but had a bit of a travel there through the gravel trap. But yeah, he is back on track now and has to stabilize himself a bit. Stageberry P14 just made a move on Cambrai. Let's go back for 15 seconds. Ah, he's already passed him here, I think. But no matter. Oh yeah, and as for restarts, we in very, very rare circumstances we do server restarts, but I would say that in 99% of the time we don't, for the simple reason that if you have to do a restart every time a big mess happens, you would have to do way too many restarts, and yeah, we would much rather have people just reporting and make sure that we can keep a bit of a file on who is a clean racer and who isn't. And of course the SimGrid, our partners at the SimGrid are really working at developing systems that yeah, makes us gives us the opportunity to, well, sort of filter out the really bad drivers, as in careless drivers, because of course that's the sort of driver that we don't want to see. But yeah, they can make mistakes. All people can make mistakes, of course, and yeah, sometimes bad apples slip through the net as well. I'm not accusing anyone tonight of being a bad apple. First we need reports, and then we can go on from there. But yeah, to give a judgment like that because you've been wronged in a single corner or a single lap, yeah, that's a bit too harsh, I would say. So enough of that, as we're still looking at the Curatolo now within 2/10 of Ben Ahmed. And now we're actually looking at the Curatolo. So he's really close looking here at Ben Ahmed. But yeah, I want to jump to Apple for a second because he was just taking a look at Geofrida. Has not made a move just yet. So back to Cambrai, who's looking at Stitchbury. Battle. Mirzakanov and the Regibu. Regibu? Yeah, something like that. What's more important is that these guys are battling it out here on track. Mirzakanov now taking the other line here. The Regibu so far able to keep hold of his position. Nice battle as it goes on here. Mirzakanov absolutely putting the pressure on and sort of testing the Regibu, seeing where the gap can be found. The Regibu, of course, doing proper defending here. Yes, I think that we saw Mirzakanov sliding a bit there. So lost a bit of time here, but probably will be able to bring that back up. I see Brossamle is in the pit again. These guys definitely have a bit of issues left and right, unfortunately. Legro still looking at Jostein Scheffer. And there he goes. But is that the right side for an attack? You just have to stay close here to Jostein Scheffer. Battle going on track. So yeah, the Regibu and Mirzakanov battle that we've been looking at. This battle between Legro and Scheffer, but we also have Apple and Geofrida really close together. So I think we're almost about to start the pit window, so interesting times. So we're going to See a couple of driver swaps and oh, Mirsakanov. Quick replay. Let's hope these guys don't make or Mirsakanov doesn't make the overtake while we're looking at the replay. But yeah, Mirsakanov was I saw him move just a well, probably 0.2 of a second. He was past the Réchibut, but then he outbraked himself as well, so that was probably the reason why he was able to pass the Réchibut just there. But back behind him, and that also means that our battle with Geofrida and Apple also is merging into this one, because we see those guys in the same picture now. They weren't too far behind. As I said during the beginning of the race, this was already a small train, a small pack forming, but yeah, they're still somewhat in the same pack here. There's a Kanov, a good exit here as the pit window just now opens. Oh, and he's, yeah, does catapult himself alongside the Réchibut, but he, in his turn, does good defending there. So not intimidated by that, the Réchibut. Yeah, this is just putting on the pressure, and yeah, that's the way you do it, because all you can do at this point is just try to let the other guy make a mistake. As we see that Vessels is coming into the pit. It's the first guy coming into the pit. Mirsakanov is besides the Réchibut, but Cheetah is a difficult or maybe just impossible place to overtake. And yeah, that's Geofrida. Oh no, that's a touch there. I was gonna say Geofrida is taking advantage of that, but no, it's actually not even a touch. He just goes wide there and loses it, and Apple does hit him there for a second, but yeah, that's absolutely not intentional. So yeah, on our way again. So that moves Geofrida up to, or down to 8th position, Apple to 7th. And it's Glenn Smith who has now been promoted to the 6th position. And let me just check if these guys start together. They started all the way in 12th, so they've been able to take advantage of some of the stuff happening during the start. We did have a bit of a chaotic start. It can happen sometimes, especially during these events. But Apple trying to set up an attack straight away on Smith. And also looking at Stitchburg coming in. Stitchbury. And there's a yellow flag for Scheffer. I'll go 30 seconds back. He's followed by Cambrai, actually battling with Cambrai here. No, that's not correct. Scheffer and... yeah, he does have contact there with car 124. I'm gonna have to look up who that is. I can. Wait for it. Is that 24? Yeah, that's Legros. So, yeah, we saw Legros and Scheffer battling a couple of laps ago. But, yeah, there's been a bit of contact there. Again, let me say, we don't have live streaming tonight. It's just a little fun event, but, yeah. We're fully relying on people to do their own reports, as we've documented on our Discord. So, yeah, the stewards are going to have to take a look at anything that's reported manually this race. Joey Tyson's still making his way up the field in 12th now. And yeah, let's look at the leader of the race, because Christophe Somijn has pulled up the gap to 11 seconds now. And he's going to make his driver swap with his dad, Jean-Paul Somijn, DC-SimRacing legend. We have Menno van der Molen, just second right now. And Zaitsev. Let's see. Yeah, they made up 4 positions from the start. That's Apple coming into the pit for his for his official pit stop. Let's call it that. There's still the Regibu Mirzakanov still within half a second, so we're still not too far behind the Regibu. But let's see what the pit stop can do in this. Maybe there's a bit of an undercut to be taken. I'm going to take a small look at the pit stop times. Not everything I see is representable for a good pit stop. Because of course we did have a couple of guys that had trouble so far, so that's probably also damage repair. But I see 114, 115, 116, which is the total time in the pit. So I would say that a regular pit stop could be done in about 50 seconds, although I also see that Apple, who is back out in 11, they did their stop in 32. 32 seconds that is, so that's 50 seconds, 56 seconds to go to the entire pit lane. But that's a pretty quick stop. And I think that's about, yeah, we also have, no, that's definitely the quickest stop out there so far. And Joey Tyson's also in for his pit stop currently. Let's take another look at this battle still going on track. Mirzakanov and the Regibu. Is that a very long stop? Of course, he has lots of damage. But yeah, he is back on our way. He was stopped for 1 minute and 13 seconds, so that's a really slow stop. So plenty of damage there to be repaired. Of course, a fairly early pit stop. So yeah, I think that's a good move. Just to repair the damage. There's still plenty of racing to do, so might as well try to get the handling yeah, a bit better. Legros is also in the pit. Let's look at Mirzakanov, because it's going to be interesting to see if one of these two guys is going to come into the pit. Fritz Box also calling out to Kuiper, who's in pit 16 right now. Let's just take a look at him. He's 3 seconds removed from Legros, who just had his pit stop. Is that? Yeah, that's actually him moving, removing himself from the pit lane. So Kuiper just behind him, actually 2.5 seconds, and Sander is followed by Ben Ahmed. 6 seconds, but I do see that gap going up a bit. Not sure why. Maybe Ben Ahmed made a small mistake there. Anyway, back to Mirzakanov. still very close, or again very close to the Regibus, I should say, because we saw Mirzakanov make some tiny mistakes, losing the car just a little bit a few laps ago, and then they had to restart their attack. But he's back at it again. We see Jostein Scheffer also coming in from P9. So difficult because the Lamborghini and AMG are two totally different cars. So characteristics, yeah, of course the Lambo is going to be quicker in some parts, but then there's the AMG that's just better at other parts of the circuit. And well, if that isn't a sort of Johan Cruijff thing to say, then yeah, I don't know what it is. Still not going into the pit there. So another lap going forward. Jostein Scheffer did come in. Having now taken over the Garage 59 car from Jostein Scheffer. And he's fully ready to do the second part of the race here. Back marker there, but he moves aside very well. And Patrick Bijsters, I see, has now climbed all the way to P8. Of course, he still has to come in. And there's Mirzakanov. Sorry, of course that was always going to happen. Mirzakanov coming into the pit now. So, let's see if he can get past the Regibus this way by doing an undercut, perhaps. Frida, I just saw have a yellow flag. Can I do a replay here? Yeah, that's another victim of Cheetah. Yikes. That's a big smash in the wall there. Does still have to do his pit stop so he can repair that damage in a few laps. But yeah, that's not what you want to do. And it takes so much concentration to not mess it up in that corner there. Especially in the longer races like this one. Mirzakanov now just ready with the stop. Let's see, he has been stopped for 32 seconds, so that's a pretty quick stop. So let's see if he's able to get in front of the Regibus when he has to do his pit stop. Of course, the advantage for the Regibus is that he does not have the pressure, but yeah, that could also be his disadvantage, because losing pressure all of a sudden is also a way to lose focus, which is absolutely a danger in 2-hour races. Not going in just yet. Look at Curatolo, still has to do his pit stop. Of course, these guys started from second on the grid and unfortunately had some incidents in the first lap. But yeah, I think they were down all the way to one of the last places. So even though they still have to do their pit stop, Yeah, they've made a pretty good recovery so far. Now within a second of Bruinings, who is within a second of Angela. Angela? You guys have a German team, so assuming that's somewhere in the ballpark of how you should pronounce that. Ryan Smith is in the pit and he's already leaving the pit. His pit stop was 33 seconds, so up there with the quicker pit stops. That's just a no damage pit stop. Fairly regular. That leaves the top 6 still needing their pit stop. Stay with this little group here, because this is Tangela, Bruinings and Curatolo battling it out for P11. Bruinings has already done his pit stop, so Tangela and Curatolo are having a direct battle. Let's lose control YOLO. We support S. Kuiper and Linkes. Yes, another fan of Kuiper, I should say. Just quick jump there. Kuiper coming into the pit right now. So he's going to have the wheel taken over by Noah Linkens. Let's see how quickly they can do their pit stop. Back to this battle. Oh, and we also have DC in the pit as we see Bruinings just losing it there. I'm not even going to do a replay because we're probably going to miss something here. But Bruinings, yeah, he does have a look at Curatolo, but yeah, Curatolo also moving his way past Angela, who's now again under pressure from Bruinings, but Angela does his comes in for his pit stop. Let's see where the DC has finished up. He's now in P7, and Mirzakhanov has made the undercut there. So Mirzakhanov was able to do his pit stop in 32 seconds, and the DC was his pit stop was 37 seconds. So yeah, that's the position taken in the pit lane. So a nice job there. That's how you do that. Very good. So Linkens, who has lots of fans in the chat, is now back on track in P20. And yes, looking at who was overtaking him there. That's not for position. I think that's the 24 car. Is that correct? No, that is not correct. Angela is in the pit still. Ooh, I think he overshot his pit box there. That's going to be quite costly probably, because he was in a tight battle. Arezzo and Koerts. Ah yeah. Oh yeah, that's the very damaged car there that we just saw bouncing out of the cheetah corner. Ah, there's Christoph Samijn coming in, so that's his dad who's going to take over the wheel. That temporarily promotes Menno van der Molen to the first position, if he doesn't come in, of course. Having said that, I think he's already... Yeah, of course, he's already passed. It would not make sense if he was somehow still behind him. Just the gap being about 12 seconds before the pit stop. So, let's see. Gaps all a bit closer now. it's just a bit of stabilizing that has to be done after the pit stop. Let's look at Jochen Cambrai. Oh yeah, this was the car that we saw just now in the same shot as Lincoln's. Where those guys are absolutely not on the same lap. Lincoln's is a lap behind. Let's see, yes, a lap behind Jochen Cambrai. Although Cambrai still has to come in. So it's really a question where that leaves him on the track. Same goes for Cortolo, who will have the wheel taken over by Kyalami, his teammate. And speaking of taking over the wheel, here's Jean-Paul Semijn leading a race. I know you're pretty much in the same speed category as I am, Jean-Paul. So who would have thought that you would lead a race? Just taking a little jet there, of course. Jean-Paul and I are very much in agreement that having fun is, well, really all that matters when it comes to sim racing. So we're both, well, as I say, pretty much in the same speed bracket. But yeah, I'm sure we both have as much fun in sim racing. But Menno van der Molen, of course, following closely and coming closer and closer. Jean-Paul just has to focus on his own race. He does take neat lines there. And there is Menno already. Jean-Paul not putting up too much of a fight. Why would he? Because he knows it's going to happen, and he knows that Menno is of another league, which is absolutely no disrespect to Jean-Paul, but I think that's also racing intelligence to just pick your battles, and yeah, if the lap times are going to differ so much, then yeah, it would just be silly to well, make yourself lose a lot of time, potentially cause danger on the track. So yeah, good move by Jean-Paul Semijn, who's now in the second position. Of course, also I'll have to tend to Zaitsev really soon, because he's also coming real close. Yeah, solid driving by Christophe Semijn. Let's see where the father and son team can end up tonight. You see that Zaitsev also makes his move. So Jean-Paul in the third position. And now there's quite a bit of a gap to Mirza Kamov. But as the night progresses and I'm getting more tired, the name Mirza Kamov is getting more difficult to pronounce, I notice. But yeah, just 50 minutes, a bit more than 50 minutes to go in the race, so we'll definitely make it. Pit window still 7 minutes and 20 seconds. And look at Tolo still has to come in. So does Sorokin, of course. These guys have been involved in the first lap incidents that we unfortunately saw. But yeah, I guess that's the reason why they just want to continue as long as they can, because they, first of all, they've already been in. Sorokin, I'm fairly sure that he's been in, as has Curtolo. So yeah, they probably just fixed up the car and yeah, want to take maximum want to make maximum use of that stint. They started a little bit later, switching over to Zaitsev, who's now really close behind Menno van der Molen. These are both solo drives, so Zaitsev, let me really quickly look at pit stops, because yeah, that's Man of Anamolo did a 55-second pit stop. Zaitsev did a 56-second pit stop, so that's the entire time through the pit lane. So Man of Anamolo actually made the tiniest of gaps to Zaitsev through the pit stop. But yeah, Zaitsev still has managed to close the gap to Menno. Man of Anamolo, of course, just has to keep cool and continue on. Okay, I'm gonna have another look at Lincoln's. Now in P19, 15 seconds removed from Arezzo, 15 seconds in front of Dangela. So just doing his own race there in P19. Minutes left in the pit window. Curatolo, who has the quickest lap, still has the quickest lap so far. Still has to come in. And there we see a yellow flag for Yannick Koerts. What's going on here? This looks like controller problems. Ooh, brake is not working. Yep, there it is. 50-second replay. I was already going backwards here. So yeah, looks like controller problems. No steering movement, but here we see that he's able to push the brake. So absolutely no idea what went wrong there. Maybe we can see if there has been contact here. Scar. Let's see. Zaitsev, back to Zaitsev for a second. I look into the moment with Yannick Koerts, if he's still with us. Yeah, I think he locked out. Yeah, not sure what went on there, but he's locked off by the looks of it. Pit window still open for a little more than 2 minutes, so no doubt we're going to see the Tolo come in. Seems wisest to come in this lap and not wait for another one, because who knows what happens in that lap, and if you, for whatever reason, end up in the gravel pit, then you're yeah, suddenly out of the pit window, and you can't make your official pit stop. So I would assume him to come into the pit this lap, and he does. So that we also have Joaquin still left out on track, but yeah, he chose to do another lap. Interesting. Sorokin doing a solo drive tonight, so no driver swap there. Let's see if he's going to make a pit stop, or maybe he just can't be bothered and just wants to move on. And Kyalami back out on track. That's 34 seconds. He stopped. Not the quickest to pit stops, but there you go. Well, back out in P12. Let's look at Sorokin. What's he going to do? Still has 27 seconds to get in the pit lane, so still has time to do it. But yeah, there he goes. Waited to the absolute latest moment which he could do it. But that means that everyone has been in the pit lane now. And that's the end of the pit window, and just gives us another 45 minutes left in this race. Let's go back to a familiar name by now, the Régie. Of course, we saw him battling with Mr. Kanov before the pit stops. Mr. Kanov is now a good 25 seconds in front of him, but he is very close to Apple. And Apple not too far behind of Jean-Paul Samain. Let's look from the rear wing here of Jean-Paul. And Apple lining himself up there for a move. Yeah, and the Régie also taking advantage of that. So it's Jean-Paul giving way to Apple and the Régie. Decisive. Still not too far behind of Menno van der Molen. Lincoln's now up to P17 after Sorokin's pit stop, and he's now 7 seconds in front of Tangela. Wim Wessels en Jochen Cambrai. Also very close. The Régie now in P5 behind Apple. I'm wondering if he can make a move on Apple here. Will he be able to defend his position? Team name is LFM for all. AMG getting ever so close there in the corner. Can he make his move here? Moving up really close. That's a good position for an overtake. Get a good exit here. Still battling it out. Yeah, the Apple has to move out of that. So that's the position for the Régie. And can he move all the way back up to Mirzakanov? We still have 41.5 minutes to go. But Oh yeah, actually I'm looking at it wrong. I couldn't figure out why the gap was so big, but it's just 7 seconds. Well, just 7 seconds. 7 seconds, of course, being quite the gap in our fair sim racing, but yeah, could also be closed fairly quickly. The last lap time of Mirza Khanov was 142.2, and that of the Racing Blue was 142.0, so 2/10 quicker. Yeah, let's just keep an eye on that. In the meantime, I'm looking at the vessels who just... yeah, he was able to overtake Cambrai, but not sure if there was contact there. No, there was not. Well, that's good. Just switching over to Dangela, who was within a second of Sorokin, but yeah, we just I think he took the curb a bit wide there. Sorokin within 2 seconds of Lenkens. So I'm sure the chat will be eager to see if Lenkens can put up a battle against Sorokin. He's already within a second here. The last lap time was 142.2, that of left was 145.9. So gap is fairly quick, but yeah, again, race intelligence is also being able to assess that you can just better let someone go, not waste your own time. But he's defending still. There you have it, that's Sorokin moving past Lenkens. Let's go back to Smith, who's now within a half a second of Jean-Paul Sarmijn. Nope, goes a bit wide there. It's not over yet. Jean-Paul doing good defending there, and he's this battle isn't over yet, so Jean-Paul definitely doing some good defending there. Ooh. Oh no, Jean-Paul! That is so unfortunate, but able to turn it around. Still has a bit of a gap to Patrick Bijsters, who's onto the straight just now. So yeah, that's a bit of an unfortunate moment for Jean-Paul, but he's back on our way. Let's see. gaps quite a bit bigger now at this point of the race. Zaitsev is almost 2 seconds behind Menno. I see Lentjes is in the pit again. Outside of the pit window, so it's another issue there. Sander Kuiper is in the chat. Wow, my stint is over. Sweat all over the place. Go Lenkens. Yeah, it's actually a bit too hot to do commentary, so I do not envy you guys in your rig tonight. But yeah, nice driving, Sander, and welcome to the chat. So Lenkens is currently in 18. Still just doing his own race. And Lentjes received a drive-through. Thinking that Lentjes, yeah, he's back on the way. That must have been while exiting the pit lane. Just going off the pit limiter too early. So also looking at Patrick Bijsters now moving on to Jean-Paul Samijn. Choosing his moment. Of course, similar cars here, so he does have to be clever about this. That's good defending by Jean-Paul. Has the correct position there. But yeah, Patrick does it on the outside. And the car behind there is not on the same lap, I think. Yeah. Fairly sure that they are not. I think that's actually one of the Dutch endurance cars. Is that the Deugd? Yeah, it is. He's able to unlap himself here. Dangela and Lenkens. As we see that Lenkens is just giving way to Dangela. We're still looking at Zaitsev, who's almost 2 seconds behind Menno van der Molen now. So it's not over yet. Menno absolutely has to keep his focus on and yeah, survive all this time. Not a big gap by any means, so there's no room for mistake here. Joey Tysons is 2 seconds behind Legro. The last minute sign up of this race. Menno was so good to sort of get a couple of things done so that Valentin was able to join at the last moment, so very nice. As Menno does, of course. Very nice position in the top 10 here, but Joey Tysons is moving up towards him really quick. And I think that's Menno just moved over the line. Yes, it is. So that's 2 battles going on with both of the DC-SimRacing cars. They don't want to get involved in each other's battle, but oh yeah, there it is, Joey Tysons making his move on Legro. And that is the 255 car. Oh yeah, that's Sachi, of course, also lapping him. Ooh. Like Zaitsev lost it there for a second. Still in front of Legro though. But the traffic there didn't do anything good for the gap towards Menno van der Molen for Zaitsev. So that's 2 seconds now. Of course, the guys, even though they're a lap behind, they still very much are in their right to battle it out or to have their own battle. So they did absolutely, they did absolutely nothing wrong. But as I say that, we see Legro, let's see a quick replay, losing it there. So he did do something wrong there, but oh yeah, he just loses it over the curb there. Just the wall there. Slightly. So he's back on track. The gap to Menno van der Molen from Zaitsev is now 2.5 seconds. Slowly disappearing in the background. Bruinings. 4 seconds from Jean-Paul Sommein. Bit of traffic to contend with. And Jean-Paul is, yeah, I think he's found his position on the track with a 1:44.9 in the last lap. Bruinings is a bit quicker, 1:43.1. So Jean-Paul definitely feeling the pressure there, but yeah, the gaps not so big as they were. Although Joey Tysons is doing 1:42.1 in the last lap. Of course, Joey being a pretty quick guy, so heading towards Jean-Paul as well. And Kyalami, these guys are still the quickest out on track. But again, they were involved in that first round. Calamity, Jean Campre, speaking of Calamity, has a small moment there. It was in the, I would say that's, this is not, yeah, probably not the easiest way to solve it for the the guys behind there in the BMW. But yeah, I'm not sure how he ended up in the gravel trap on that side of the track. So that's well, not the easiest feat to do to get the car in that gravel trap, I think. But Johan Cambrai back on his way. That rhymes. He's now dealing with, I think that's... Let me just look that up. Is that... Yeah, Montmartre. So not on the same lap. Oh, I see yellow flag, Sorokin. Replay. And another victim of Cheetah. This is the big killer. This corner is really a big killer. So he's now on an unfortunate position on the track. With cars moving up onto you. And also Johan Cambrai is having another incident. And yeah, this is a long race. Concentration is really a thing. And you see that Cambrai, of course, is doing this race on his own. So that's a 2-hour stint on your own. That's quite a while. Especially in these temperatures, because I'm assuming that it's not any cooler in Belgium. The Smet also having a small moment. Yeah, it's definitely the concentration is fleeing us from us a bit, which is also something that I notice here in the virtual commentary booth. So it's a struggle for all of us, but yeah, I'm with you guys. Alright, so now we didn't have a second of Johan Cambrai after his moments. So let's see if he can take advantage of the loss of concentration there. Of course, Arezzo we also saw was also one of the victims of Cheetah. So he knows very well. Although Johan Cambrai, of course, did not lose it in Cheetah, but he had another place on the track where he had a little moment. But, yeah, knows how important it is to keep the focus on. Nope, that's not the Smet. I'm just looking at the car behind so this. Getting lots of blue flags there. And of course Cambrai will not want to get interfered here with that back marker, but absolutely has to do hard defending against Arezzo. Is that Bruinings? Yes, it is. So Bruinings also getting closer to Jean-Paul Semaine and very much in his own battle. So no one is moving over for anyone here. Is that Jean-Paul Semaine? Bruinings moving up. So Jean-Paul Semaine having a little off there. And yeah, that's benefit of these guys battling it out. And of course, yeah, here's the lack of concentration on my end as well, because Bruinings and Samijn, of course, are a lap up on Arezzo and Cambrai, so they absolutely do not have to move over. Let's keep looking at this battle. Still remains honestly the same gap, so half a second. Cambrai really cannot make a mistake. See that Lenches is still in the pit. I think he's retired by now. Or perhaps virtually has retired. We're looking at the closest action on the track right now. Arezzo following Cambrai. Both these cars having little moments out on the track during this race. Yeah, it looks like it's just a matter of yeah, doing your own laps for Jochen Cambrai. Because Arezzo is not putting on the pressure all that much, so he's just biding his time probably. Still 18.5 minutes left to go in this race. Cambrai has made a mistake, Arezzo has also made a mistake. Of course, yeah, these guys probably, the best they can do is just focus on their own races, don't make more mistakes, and yeah, see where they end up. Because it's yeah, a matter of surviving probably at this point. Oh yeah, there we go. So Arezzo side by side with Cambrai. Onto Cheetah. That's not really a corner when where you want to go side by side. Oh no! Because exactly this, for exactly this reason, is why you do not want to go side by side there. Let's do a quick replay. Because there's just no room to comfortably do this, and when you get launched on the sausage curb there, then yeah, you're a passenger, and unfortunately Cambrai is a passenger as well in this. We see Cambrai. Well, let's hope that these guys don't have too much damage, but Cambrai is in front of Arezzo. And now the Deugd is has moved up really close to Arezzo as well. I see another yellow flag here, Montmartre. BMW here. And that's Lincoln's. I'm not sure if that car... No, that's not on the same lap, so I'm not sure what went on there, but looks like a one-sided incident of Montmartre. Le Gros also having a yellow flag here. Quick replay. Oh yeah, that's I would say that's just a concentration thing. Just taking the corner the wrong way there. On the outside curb and losing it. But still in P12. That means that Kyalami has been able to make their move. Let's see, where's those battles still on the track? We see Arezzo again moving on towards Cambrai. Let's hope they pick a better position for any overtake this time, because Cheetah is just not working. Quickly look at Zaitsev, who's now 3.5 seconds behind Menno van der Molen. So, well, I'm not going to say Menno is cruising on towards the victory, but the gap is getting bigger. So, but yeah, Arezzo within a second again of Jochen Cambrai. And there it is, a fairly clean move. Yeah, that looks like a good move by Arezzo this time around. But he does lose it there, so Cambrai probably going to be able to stick with him here. The pressure is very much on Arezzo. 30 minutes left to go. Ooh. That's a fierce battle here. And I'm sure both of the drivers will have something to say about their little contact in the Cheetah corner there. I see Lynch is now having a yellow flag. He's in the entrance of the pitway. So I'm thinking these guys are also having some control issues. Maybe just testing out a few things. Cambrai now dropping off a bit from Arezzo. And moving out of the way of Menno van der Molen. Now 4 seconds almost to Zaitsev. Mirzakanov is a good 31 seconds behind them. And the Rigibu, who we saw battling Mirzakanov before the pit stops, is a bit over 10 seconds behind Mirzakanov. Let's just go through the entire grid. A bit more than 10 minutes to go. Patrick Bijsters returned all the way to the 7th position, starting in P22, so that's a good 15 positions. A very nice race. Brownings made up 5 positions, starting P13, so also taking advantage of incidents and just having a solid race. So jumper, well, of course, not saying that it's over by any means. We just hit the 10-minute marker. Yeah, plenty of mistakes to be made in the last 10 minutes of this grueling 2-hour race. Jean-Paul still very decent in the 9th position here. And Joey Tysons is in P10. So having moved his way back up, started in the 8th position initially. So yeah, he had a good recovery drive here. Kyalami, of course, same thing. Had a very good position at the start, but was got caught up there in the drama of the first lap. Let's go. Our last minute entry. It's in P12. I see a yellow flag here from Nick Bruinings. So yeah, as I just said, those last 10 minutes, still lots of things, lots of mistakes to be made. So it's just really surviving right now. We're looking at Leon Wessels in P13. Jochen Cambrai in P14. And where is Arezzo? Was just battling with Jochen Cambrai. They are in P16 and going into the pit lane again. So probably made another mistake there, because the Deugd is in P15, Angela is in P17, and of course Noah Lenkens P18 here, and he's being overtaken by Patrick Bijsters. Monmati P19. And David de Smet in P20, and we still have Albert Rossen taking over from Jewe Lentjes again. They're in P21. Arezzo in the pit, incurring lots of damage. Menno just 7 minutes left to survive. See Jean-Paul Samain there, about to be overtaken or lapped. Because the Deugd 2 seconds behind Jochen Cambrai. In the exact same car. So maybe there's still something to be gained here, but yeah, the gaps are now... this is actually the closest gap on track right now, so they're slowly moving towards the end of the race. Ooh, Deugd moving a bit wide there. We're looking at David de Smet. E20. So that's I would say that's just good character to move on with the race. Just make your laps and yeah, have fun, because you're still sim racing. You're still having fun. You should be having fun. Even though, yeah, 2 hours in these temperatures can be grueling. Well, do you see Gilfrida coming into the pit? Oh yeah, he just took over from Arezzo. Did he? I would think so. So has he stopped once again? That means that the Smet could probably... is probably going to overtake him here, because... yeah, absolutely. Facebook says Sander is driving on P12 and Length is driving in Boom P17. There's Ross with a yellow flag, and yeah, ooh, no! That's another victim of Cheetah, and more collateral damage as Montmarti is unable to avoid him. But, yeah, we're looking at the Man van der Molen, who still has a couple of laps to go. Some of the car says because I was before all the pit stops. Yeah, not sure what happened there. You know that things can happen during the race, so I'm sure Noah is giving it all he can. It's now doing lap times of 1:45.5. So not making a lot of mistakes. But yeah, the fan club is certainly out there in the chat. So that's good to see. Just making a quick stop over with Timo Appel, who also had a good race here in P5 now. Actually 2.3 seconds behind the Régie. So just a bit over a minute, and Menno probably has to do another lap after this one. Couple is now almost on a second behind the DC, so that's getting pretty close here for that final part of the race. And speaking of close, I also see Wessels within 2 seconds of Legro, so still some small gaps here on track in this final lap. Its box says Go Team Stichting. Let's see, so 7 seconds, and Menno coming over the line now, so I'm guessing he has to do another lap here. Or is this already the finish? He is flashing his lights. So yeah, that's Menno van der Molen over the finish there. Joey Thijssen's also coming over the finish. Zaitsev also finished the race. And Appel is within a second of Reggie Boost. But yeah, would not think he's able to, unless he does a really silly dive bomb, he's probably won't be able to move up another place here. There's a Kalov also coming over the finish line, and so are Reggie Boost and Appel here. P4 and P5 respective, so solid races here. And I would say the same for Glenn Smith. Started in P12, moved all the way to P6, but I think the biggest gainer this race is probably this Patrick Bijsters, who follows him very closely, because he started all the way down in P22 and yeah, finished in P7. So nice job. Well, let's just wait for Bruinings to finish, and then probably have most of the guys over the line here. So Bruinings coming in P8. Nice job there. Instead of Montmarty, who is the final finisher of this race. So yeah, that's the stream there for this little fun event, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did, although it was pretty tiring. But yeah, there you go. That's the way it goes. So thank you for watching, and yeah, see you next time. We have next Monday we have a Porsche Cup fun race coming up. So yeah, if you like a little challenge, it's on Laguna Seca. Of course, it's going to be bloody hot in the Netherlands, but nice track, nice car, real nice challenge, and yeah, I'll be driving there myself. So maybe a autocam broadcast for that, but yeah, maybe no broadcast at all. Because, yeah, that is also a possibility. But of course, we will let you know on the Discord, so make sure to join us there, and yeah, like and subscribe us. And, thank you for watching, guys. See you later. Bye bye.